What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel Money Moves with Kate. I am Kate, and today we're going to talk about an AI method that is great for finding distressed properties, and this strategy is perfect for beginners. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first of all, you have to decide which AI platform you're going to actually work with. For me, I choose ChatGPT. That's just what I've always used and what I started with, so it's easier for me to start with that, okay? So we're here on ChatGPT. What you have here is the search bar where you're going to put your question or inquiry or your prompt, okay? So with the AI world, we're calling it a prompt. You have to be very, very specific with the prompts that you use so that you can get a specific answer, okay? And a specific result. Right. So, like I said, number one or step one is to identify what platform you want to use. I'm using ChatGPT. Step two is to decide which data set you want to use. Now, the data set that I'm referring to is, are you searching code violations? Are you searching tax delinquencies? What are you searching for? Okay. For me, in my example today, I'm going to search for tax delinquencies. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put tax delinquency. Property list, and I'm going to search for Richland County, South Carolina. If you're not familiar with Richland County, South Carolina, that is the Columbia, South Carolina area and surrounding area, of course, but you can choose whatever city or whatever county you want to choose. And that's the beautiful part about ChatGPT, is that there is no more guesswork. So it leaves the guesswork out. You can directly get an answer. And more importantly, you can directly get a link. Okay, so there's going to be a link that is given to you after you search, okay, that takes you directly to the data set or the information you're trying to search for, or the list. So after I click, and I've already done the work on the back end to make my video seamless and smooth. After you click this arrow here, it'll search for you and this will pull up, okay? So here is the actual link. This is the file that came up, and I'll actually show you. The file that came up is here, and this file is Richland County Delinquent Tax Listing. Now, this was last updated October 17, 2025, and as you can see, the list here is immense. It's a lot of properties, okay? So instead of me going through each and every property and looking it up and seeing if it fits my criteria, and I'll show you in a second what my criteria is, what am I looking for, but instead of going line by line trying to figure out what property is good for me, let ChatGPT do that for you, okay? AI, right? So that's where Chat is going to come in handy for you. They're going to filter out this list and make it that much easier for you as the investor to get the result that you want, all right? So I just wanted to show you the list, which is here. This is Richland County Delinquent Tax List, and kind of go from there. So going back to where I was, here we are. This is the link that I uploaded. Now, this is the cool part. This is where AI comes in. You're going to take that list that I just showed you, right? You're going to take that list and you're going to upload it. You see this little plus sign here? You can click it and you can upload files, photos, whatever the case may be, up to ChatGPT. For me, I literally just uploaded the file that I just saw, that I just showed you. I uploaded it here under Add Photos and Files, and this is the file here. So once you see that, then you have to actually prompt ChatGPT or the AI that you're using to sort it how you want it to be sorted. So for me, I have a prompt here. It says prompt number 3, and the reason why it says that is because I have a list of prompts that I will be uploading to my tax delinquent course, guys. So if you have the tax delinquent auction course, I will upload a whole bunch of prompts that you can put into ChatGPT or any AI for that matter and find or sort this information for you very nice and easily, okay? But this prompt says, using the delinquent tax or violation data set, identify properties with the lowest balances due that still show signs of distress. And I'm going to show you and I'm going to explain to you why I'm using the lowest balances due. Return the top 20. You have to be very precise and specific with ChatGPT or any AI that you're using in order to get a specific result, okay? So I want 20, okay? If they can provide 20 for me out of that entire list, that's perfect. I want the address or description, balance due if available, owner name, and why low balance may still indicate neglect or abandonment. Okay, so all of these things I want ChatGPT to organize for me. I had a comment in the past that said, hey, how do you organize or filter out this information? If I get 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 properties, how in the world am I filtering out in order to find the best distressed property for my criteria or what I'm looking for? So here in this prompt area, you can choose only land. So if you wanted ChatGPT to filter out that list to only find you land of 5 acres, you can. That's all you would prompt. You would literally prompt GPT by just writing, I only want to find land that's 5 acres or 10 acres or 20 acres, or I only want to find residential properties, no land at all. And ChatGPT will filter it out for you. So that is the power of AI, especially with regards to real estate. And I've been using it daily. All right. So it's very, very helpful. Okay. So after I prompted ChatGPT to look at that list and pull me up or filter out the top 20 that would be a good investment for me, based on my prompt and my criteria of having a low balance, this is what it provided to me. Okay. So these are all properties. Now, these are 20. It gives the address. I told it to give me the address. It gives the balance due. I said that too. Owner name, why low balance may still indicate neglect or abandonment. It gives a description. It literally tells me why this is something that I should look further into. Okay. So what I would do next, the fourth step here, is I would look at the list and I would decide either did ChatGPT do a pretty good job or not. And it does appear just by looking at it that Chat did a pretty good job. Now, why did I choose, in my example, why did I choose the lowest balance? Well, I chose the lowest balance because I'm cheap. So I wanted to find properties under a certain amount. I don't want to pay any more than $2,000, right? So all of these properties, and I probably should have been more specific even with that to say any property under $2,000, which you can on your end, okay? And also, just because it has a low balance doesn't necessarily mean that it would not be a good purchase on your end, okay? They could be smaller parcels, and that would be awesome if I can get a property, piece of land or home, but this, I believe, is a piece of land. If I can get a piece of land for $118 and I've done my due diligence and it's in a pretty good location, then that's a win for me, all right? So keep that in mind. And what else do I want you to keep in mind? So you may say, Kay, what is my actual next step? After I find a list of these properties, ChatGPT helped me out tremendously. What do I do next? I actually discussed it in my tax auction course. Make sure you check it out. I'll place it in the description and I'll pin it in the comments so that you can see how in the world do you do your due diligence. What should you be looking for? You need to find out how to contact the owner of this particular parcel of land or if it's a home, okay? So keep this in mind. These are properties that have not yet made it to tax auction. So you're catching them before they go to tax auction, which is a plus for you. First of all, they're off market. Secondly, it gives you an opportunity to get a really good deal because you are not fighting or competing, I should say, not fighting. You're not competing with other people at a tax auction, okay? So you're getting the property before tax auction, which would mean that you need to contact the owner somehow. So contacting the owner, doing your comps or running your comps, meaning how much is the property actually worth? If it says it's, the balance is due is $118, if I call this owner and say, hey, would you take $200 or would you take $5,000 or would you take whatever the amount may be that I feel is wise with my decision, you would need to know how much the property is worth in order to even make a valuable or a beneficial offer, okay, to yourself and to the owner as well, because essentially they're not paying the taxes, okay? So you have to figure out why. Now this one says it's an estate or heir owner. Probate title, no street, directional, okay. So it gives more information, but ChatGPT can help you with even the comps. If you put this address into ChatGPT, it'll tell you approximately how much the property or surrounding area is worth, okay? And you also need to know repair costs, if it's a home, all that jazz, okay? Okay, I want to continue going on with that. That's all in the tax auction course where I run down how you do your due diligence. Make sure you check out the tax auction course. And also make sure you check out my free newsletter. All right, you can receive weekly from me deals under $10,000. If you're interested in that as well, I'll try to place that in the description, and I'll also put it in the comments as well. All right. So that's your fourth step. You do research on the property, reach out to the owner if you can find the owner. And I did a video in the past about that as well. And look at it street view. If you can, I always encourage you to go in person. All right. If you can go in person and check out the property street view and see if it's a good buy for you or not. If it's land, look at the topography of the land, make sure it's not steep, or make sure it's essentially, you want to make sure you can use the land unless you have other plans with it, such as hunting, whatever the case may be. I'm ranting right now, so that means I need to stop. All right. If you made this far in the video, thank you so very much. Make sure you comment, I got it. Okay. I got it. It allows me to know you made this far in the video, and I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so very much again. Until next time, guys, you stay blessed. Peace.